All right, everyone. So we got a pretty exciting event announcement coming today, and that is an increased XP and gold event. Now, for those of you that just want the news, that's going to be at the beginning of the video. I'm going to talk about my thoughts later on. So what is this event? Well, we have on September 1st, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, to September 5th, 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, which is basically just like a weekend event. All players are going to earn XP and gold at a 25% increased rate. Now, the way they worded this is will earn XP and gold at an increased rate, not necessarily that you're going to get 25% increased gold. So perhaps that they're just going to be dropping gold, which means that this is basically useless. Okay. Why? Because gold doesn't really drop that much compared to how much gold you're getting from selling loot. XP, though, that does matter. For those of you that are farming XP, 25% increase rate, though, not really that big of a deal. It's basically like pre-nerf Diablo 4, which isn't that insane. But it is a nice bonus, and the bigger thing is the greater implications of this. So that's the event information. It's really not that like insane of an event, but it is something that's cool. And as I mentioned, I think this really leads into greater implications for events going forward. And that's what I really want to dive into today. So I never would have thought that Diablo 4 would have done a bonus experience weekend. This very, very commonly happens with like MMORPGs. MMORPGs oftentimes have like weekend double XP or holiday experience bonus or things like that, right? RuneScape is the first one that comes to mind. It was like once every couple of years back when I used to play, it was like, oh my goodness, I better be playing like 70 hours this weekend in order to get all the bonuses for my double XP weekend. And the reason for that is the core gameplay mechanic for most MMORPGs is getting XP, leveling up, and doing that type of stuff. And of course, loot and gear grind and all that stuff comes as well. But for games like RuneScape, the main grind is just leveling up your character for XP, right? In this game, in ARPGs, the XP is certainly important and is one of the best ways you can progress your account. But most people are really looking for loot. So it's pretty surprising that they didn't do loot increasing. I mean, I guess you could say it's not surprising because I would not have expected them to do it at all. But it is awkward that the things that they're increasing are the two things that people really don't care about at all. XP and gold. Gold is basically a non-factor. As I mentioned earlier, you're not dropping a ton of gold. You're getting your gold from selling your items, right? And then for XP, well, most people that are dedicated to the game and playing frequently and are going to get value out of the double XP weekend are already at 100. And the people that are more casual, well, they may not even be playing during that time. And if they are, well, does XP really excite them to play more? Maybe for a few, but most people are more excited about developing their build, developing their characters, and getting all the different loot in the game. And so I think that going forward, this is exciting because what we know about the game now is that they're willing to do random events that give you bonuses or excite people to play the game for a weekend. I think this one missed the mark a little bit. It's still exciting, but I think it missed the mark a little bit. But going forward, I would love to see double loot weekend where you can get like twice the amount of drops, or double XP weekend. Like make it really, really exciting for people to really try and play that weekend. Now, people might be asking, well, what about the competitive integrity, about leaderboards and all that stuff going forward? Because we will have leaderboards in the next few seasons or whatever, or supposedly in the next few seasons. Well, as long as they do it within a month or two out of the season start, I don't think that really matters at all, because leaderboards are going to be settled at that point pretty much. You're going to see the people who cleared the fastest are going to be people that are getting level 100 on day 1, day 2, which is what happened this season. So having a double XP, double loot, double gold drop, whatever it is, a month into the game doesn't really change anything that has to do with leaderboards. The thing that's really, really important, though, is that they make it exciting, okay? 25% increased XP and gold, as I mentioned earlier, is something that I didn't think they were going to do, but doesn't really change anything for the game. And at this point, a lot of people are fed up with Season 1. If you are not playing, this isn't really going to get you to play. And if you are playing, well, this is a nice bonus, but it probably won't entice you to like dive in and play a ton. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. And you are that type of person that sees a 25% experience bonus and gold bonus, and you're like, yeah, that's going to make me play 6-7 hours, or a couple hours longer than I would have played otherwise. But again, at least the developers are trying to do something here, and that's pretty exciting. But the other awkward part about it is, for those of you that are paying attention to the gaming sphere, Starfield releases this weekend. And I don't know of anyone that knows of Starfield and is interested in it. This isn't going to take them away from that. They're going to be playing Starfield for the weekend. So it came at an awkward time, but also it doesn't really entice people away from the other options out there. But we'll see. And one thing that's really certain is I'm excited about the future potential events for Diablo 4. I'm going to have a full video talking about what I think the game needs for Season 2. And this is not something that I thought about when I was kind of pre-thinking about that video. But now it is. Absolutely. Because this is a really, really potentially exciting thing that could happen in the future. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all for the next one.